Hello friends, this is Coldrun back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are here in Haven already, and we're in the Chantry, and just got a few things to check in on. So last time, over the last couple of sessions, we got a couple new party members. We got Vivienne, we got, where is she? Sera. Sera's somewhere over here. Yep, Sera's probably in the bar. And yeah, we got a couple things to try. Let's first start off with a small thing. Let's drop off some research. Oh, no creature research. Let's start out here in the War Council. Eventually we're going to wend our way back to the hinterlands, I think, but we're still just regrouping in Haven for now. Got some codices to check out too. So let's see, what's in Ferelden? Red Jenny Inquisition needs bees. And the Cult of Andraste. Okay, so we got it.
Anything new we don't already know about?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. That was a worthwhile conversation. Red Jenny Inquisition needs bees. I do not know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It is a large area to search, however. A memo from Josephine written on a note from Sera. Sorry, just a second. Sorry about that cut. I thought I was hearing things. A memo from Josephine written on a note from Sera. Know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them, safe but angry, stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Sera has scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face also. But I'm certain, I'm 100% certain that if I Google right now, I'm not going to do it, but if I Googled Sera, jar of bees, butt, that I'd get like someone who scribbled that note. So who are we going to throw them at, though? What else? We got Champions of the Just, a 15 power one. Choosing the This is an Inquisitor's Path one. Choosing the Templars will make it impossible to work with the mages. Is there a similar mage one, or like a choose the mages option here? Looking for one with power 15. Red Jenny says drop and grab. Let's take a look at that again. Champions of the Just. No, choosing the Templars will make it impossible to work with the mages. Liliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince, coerce, and win over some of Orle's most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, Wait, what? Okay, Liliana and Josephine are working to win over Orle's noble houses. 10 most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars. So if we get 10 of them on our side, we'll pressure the Templars into sealing the breach. 10 noble families. I don't know why I can't read today. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, traveling to Theronfall Redoubt and demanding that Lord Seeker deal with them or face the wrath of Orle. Okay, so we're looking for pressure to put on the Templars. The Inquisition has promised the Herald of Andraste as its voice in these negotiations. Champions of the Just. Conduct Land Lavellan, so all that is old stuff. What's not old are the three here. Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court. Let's check this one out. Red Jenny says drop and grab. Yeah, like this is stuff on the left here. This is the stuff I wanted to read for the last one and just didn't get to see it. Red Jenny says drop and grab. I can make no sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps she can advise Cullen. He's having trouble understanding what's happening. A letter from Sera follows. For your big hats, Lord whoever says you're rubbish. His servants don't care, but could. Drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise, I think scrolls or something. Sera. A scribble of heraldic symbols and directions are below. Also Sera's name written 37 times. Well, again, I don't know why I'm having such trouble parsing this. For your big hats. Lord, whoever says you're rubbish. Okay, sorry about that. I've read this over a few times, and I don't understand what the letter is. Like, it's again, it's a little bit frustrating because the words don't click for me. For your big hats, for nobles, I guess. This is to Josephine, so maybe nobles she's connected with. Lord, whoever says you're rubbish. Lord, whoever, so she knows someone who, I don't know if she's kidding or not. I assume she's kidding, but I don't get the joke. His servants don't care. Lord, whoever, servants don't care, but could care. If she drop a few things for them, maybe drop a few coins, they'll give Josephine a surprise. Oh, okay. So maybe she's saying that, like, if we go on this mission, then Sera will, like, have the friends of Red Jenny, have, like, the servants of some noble, like, give Josephine some scrolls. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's use Josephine for this.
At your service.
And then, so we got Truth or Dare the Imperial Court, and then the Chantry available. Truth or Dare the Imperial Court. Oh, this is her. Yes. A letter addressed to Vivienne lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top, which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. V. Yeah, so Josephine, I see, is the preferred time. My dearest Vivienne, you could not have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. Yeah, that's not true. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale, so Sister Nightingale's Liliana, who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry. What a twist that would be. And cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. Cullen, we can't prove the Divine is dead, but we could escort people to the crater to see it for themselves. Proving the Divine's death would be used against us. We need to find the source of this rumor. We need the support of the nobles to combat this rumor. I can arrange a few key visits. So here's a question for y'all. Is there a real difference? Is the only difference between who actually goes out on this the time? Like, the time it takes. My inclination right now is to hold off on until these two get back from the mission and send Josephine for this mission. Like, this specifically says that this note was addressed for Josephine to take care of, so I don't want to send Cullen after it. But going forward, if it turns out that doesn't really matter, like, I'll get the same result either way, and it's just a 3-minute difference, or 20-minute difference, or however long. The time doesn't really matter that much to me. If there's no tangible difference, I would just send Cullen. So yeah, let me know if you can. Thank you. So Red Jenny drop and grab, that's on its way. The Chantry remains. The confrontation with Mother Havara in the Valroya market had the desired effect to a point. The Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of speculation over the actions of Lord Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste, so we mostly got the job done, but there's still some stragglers. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before their Chantry elects a new divine could be of benefit. Josephine, delicate hand is needed. We should focus on clerics who can be swayed, make their voices louder than those who oppose us. Liliana, the clerics were not at the conclave for a reason. They all have secrets and weaknesses we should exploit. Or Cullen, we should send a contingent of Inquisition soldiers to their grand cathedral. They can offer protection, and their visibility will remind the clerics they are not out of our reach. I'm gonna Yeah, so this is clearly another Josephine mission. I don't know. This doesn't require any power, right? It doesn't require any power. And what's this? Oh, that's the address the Chantry and Valeria. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that just until I find out. Because again, if like the person I use impacts the reward I get or the effectiveness of the mission, not just the time, then that really influences who I go with. If not, it almost doesn't matter, and this is just flavor. So yeah, let me know, and your help is greatly appreciated. Let's see, what codices do we unlock? Groups. The Grey Wardens. Did we also get... No, I think because we've seen the Grey Wardens, right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to look at the Friends of Red January. I don't know if we've seen the Friends of Red January one. The Friends, don't poke them. It's tempting because what else can you do? Is that a sex joke? It might be a sex joke. I don't know. Never know, but don't. Never know what you'll get, because Red Jenny, she's been around a long time. She's everywhere, and she hits hard or she hits light, but the choosing isn't up to you. You want someone to get their desserts, save your coppers for a moral crow, and know what you're getting. Notes from Sir Kiter, traveling merchant to his son Herbal. Yeah, so it sounds like you can sort of try to hire them or try to direct them, and it's fun, but don't do it because they're going to do what they're going to do. Pentagast, did I read this? I don't know if I read this. No, I have read that. This is... Okay, I have read that. They're a distraction, whichever they are. Keeps people busy and the Lord's edgy, and with the assaults not having any bearing, we've been paid to strike at guest rivals several times now. Bards should pay her a commission. So the Friends of Regeni are a distraction. They keep people busy in Lord's edgy, and with the assaults not having any bearing. Again, I don't understand what I don't understand what the sentence is saying. With the assaults not having any bearing, we've been paid to strike at guest rivals several times now. Bard should pay her a commission. Red Jenny, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. My father went after her once. You want to lose your friends fast? Just say you're tracking hers. You're tracking her what? Her friends? My father went after her once. You want to lose your friends fast? Just say you're tracking hers. He found a report that said she was killed in Navarra. Red Jenny, I guess. Everyone in that command, to a man, dead or hobbled or somehow lost their claims during the winter following. He found a report that said she was killed in Navarra. Everyone in that command, to a man, dead or hobbled. I like the pronoun. I'm just getting lost in the pronouns. I don't understand who. He found a report. The father found a report that said she, Red Jenny, was killed in Navarra. Everyone in that command. Whose command? The father's command? Everyone in the command of those who filed the report? Everyone in that command, to a man, dead or hobbled or somehow lost their claims during the winter following. Know when that was written? 52 years ago. I'll take a witch over whatever she is. Let her pick at the nobles. I think it's nature. Recommendations of Captain Varn, private militiaman contracted in Denerim. Yeah, so I'm guessing that this is not an immortal Red Jenny. I'm guessing that this is, again, like a Dread Pirate Roberts thing, where a bunch of people will take the mantle of Red Jenny. I think even she might have even sort of confirmed that. How's it work? You tell me how to tell. Ask for something bad to happen, eventually something does. Did she do it? Does it matter? Either way, you think you had a piece. Maybe that's enough. You tell me how to tell. Something, you ask for something bad to happen, eventually something does. Okay, so maybe it's like you put in this request and eventually something bad happens to the deserving party, and maybe you're the one who helped with it because you put the request in, but you don't know. Yeah, so it's really interesting that they're being portrayed this way, that they're being portrayed as this like almost impish force of nature, like brownies or something. I know it was her. Keys do not simply go Keys do not simply go missing. And the horses, I suppose they were loosed quite by accident. And the fires that swept the southern quarter, the flooding in my summer home, the drop in the price of trade goods that just happened to coincide with my plans to sell my investments, the cholera I suffered last season, the weather that is inclement whenever I'm traveling. You cannot tell me all these things were mere happenstance. Perhaps your disbelief is her doing as well. You're dismissed. Everyone is dismissed. Oh, she is. So just the existence of the Friends of Red Jenny is like fosters the worst kind of paranoia. And for all I get the sense that this is supposed to mean that this guy is just being paranoid. It's also possible he's not. Maybe everything that everyone puts up about Red Jenny is like that they're these just unstoppable, whimsical, fairy-like forces. Ah, what a cool concept. Now the other thing I wanted to check here was the Grey Wardens. Did I look at this over yet? No, I don't think I have. Let's see this. The Blight had ravaged the land for months. The armies of the great kings amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky, it illuminated a vast seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. It was then, when courage seemed to fail and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums, and stood before the armies of men. This is a few blights ago, it must be. The Grey Wardens stood grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead and the last darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. Then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds rolled back and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, that none of their blood had been spilled. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. Right, this is just like the legend of what the Grey Wardens are supposed to be. They've always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. Adaptation of a Grey Warden legend. The tale outlined above is... Oh, this is interesting. This is like a historian's notes, maybe. Yeah. The tale outlined above is widely told, although subject to regional variations. Free marchers might substitute great kings for titles bestowed in their great given city-states. In Ferelden, the implied army of wardens is sometimes replaced with two, representative of the national heroes who fought and defeated the archdemon at Denerim during the Fifth Blight. So Dragon Age origin story. The beating of wings is a reference to the griffins the wardens are said to have ridden into battle. Although griffins went extinct long before the recent Blight, they still appear in numerous stories, sometimes serving as a metaphor for the warden's unrestrained courage, but also employed to please an eager audience. Yes, so they have become legend. They are legend. I think this is it. Yeah, that must be it, because there was nothing else in my way. The wrath of heaven. Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven. Field and forest shall burn, the seas shall rise and devour them. The wind shall tear their nations from the fact of the earth. Lightning shall rain down from the sky, they shall cry out to their false gods and find silence. Canticle of Andraste 7:19. Who was Andraste? This question has lived. So this thing is like a yeah, it's a wrathful canticle here. Who was Andraste? The question has lingered in the ages since her death, none as easily answered as the faithful assume. Born an Alamari slave in the frontier realm of the Tevinter Imperium, now Ferelden. Oh, the Ferelden used to be the frontier realm of the Tevinter Imperium. That's why their hinterlands has all those old culty things. Okay. Now Ferelden, the chant says she is the bride of the Maker, that he told her in a vision of her role leading the rebellion against the corrupt Magisters. Is it true? Or as some early Andrastian cults believe, did a friendly spirit bestow this vision? We must remember that legends of Andraste were a multitude in the years immediately following her execution, and beliefs we take for granted belong to the cult, victorious in suppressing all others. Wait. He told her in a vision of her leading the rebellion against the corrupt Magisters. Is it true that she that she was the bride of the Maker and the Maker told her of a vision of leading the rebellion against the Magisters. Is that story true, or as some early Andrastian cults believed, did a friendly spirit bestow this vision, so not the Maker? We must remember that the legends of Andraste were multitude in the years immediately following her execution, and beliefs we take for granted belong to the cult, victorious in suppressing all others. So right, this is almost like a variant on histories written by the victors. This is like religion is written by the victors. Indeed, even to suggest that there was once disagreement was considered the direst of heresy, until today, when we have lost even the memory of disagreement. So now, like that, the other alternative, like the friendly spirit thing, was like, and all the other sources of Andraste's heroism, those are all like, they're not even considered. All we know for certain is that Andraste inspired a world gripped by tyranny and chaos, that she helped spark a war which tore all of Thedas asunder. From questioning the chant by Magister Vibius Agorian. So this is like a text that by the Magister. This is by a Tevinter person. So this is someone from there, kind of looking askance at the Andraste's religion. I don't know what the religion's called offhand. At the chantry. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So the next thing I want to do is I want to talk to Vivienne. Let's go talk to Vivienne. Where are you, Vivienne? I think you're over here, Vivienne. Oh, look at you. This is my first time seeing you without the hat. Without that, the masquerade hat.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called.
Oh, what do you think of him?
I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition.
That's right, he's not part of your group.
Why were you at the Divine Conclave?
So, are you asking this because you're suspicious of me? It kind of feels like that. Like, interesting that you... Because she's like, interesting that you have a mage. Speaking of which, what were you doing at the site of the terrorist attack? What's your, like, alibi? Yeah, okay, she's... I think she's being skeptical of me. The chaos harms everyone. Rebels are apostates. Justice is all that matters. Mages should be free. Templars made their beds. Wow, this is a lot of opinions. The rebels are apostates. Templars made their beds. We need the circle restored. I think this is... I don't think that my character has a lot of, like... has a vested interest in either the Templars or mages. I don't think she sees one side as right or the other, so I don't think she's going to be on one side, even though I think the answer she would favor is we need the circle restored. The answer Vivienne would favor is this one.
The war benefits no one. It must
Oh,
end.
I was wrong.
Order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's right, you're part of it.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Like, this is a change thing, and Andraste shows me no one should have that power. It's one of these two. What would Alana think? I mean, so Alana's main motive in this is to protect the Dalish, is to kind of help restore them and protect the Lavellan lands, give them a bit more of a purchase. And so I think she'll use it to I don't think anyone should have that power, but I think now that she has it, she wants to use it to support them.
That's true. Then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you. Yes?
Anything else? I want to help the circle. This is like a... Okay, I'm going to hold off on that, definitely. Yeah, tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
you wish to know?
If the circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear, and an idea cannot be dissolved.
Right, she's like the leader in exile.
Has voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Shouldn't you replace Vivienne? Yeah, that's not how power works. What was circle life like? Let's continue this.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only first enchanter and not grand?
Oh yeah.
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no first enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held.
Interesting.
I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages.
Because it was
I can't
rough.
tell you.
Oh.
Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in
Right.
all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
So tell me about your personal experience with the circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsemard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
So Liliana's ready back. Okay.
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to
I don't
live in
think she
power.
found it hard to endure.
Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a
Yeah.
my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive, perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
Where was the one from Dragon Age Origins that wasn't Kirkwall? It was just Ferelden. It was mixed. Like there were some Templars that were ready to kill really quickly, readily, but there were some mages there that were kind of friendly and had kind of okay times, just studied and did their thing.
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers.
Was that from Dragon Age 2?
Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection.
No, it was something before.
But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of
Maybe.
this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
She's so her position on this seems really similar, just on the surface, at least on hearing it at first, seems very much, I'm going to get a little MCU. I don't know a lot about the MCU, I haven't seen a lot of the movies, but she seems like Tony Stark in Civil War, where like she's part of this group that has power, but she wants to put restrictions on them. She's comfortable with the restrictions being placed on themselves because she sees the danger that they can pose as a group, and she thinks that the others are being like headstrong and fighting for their own freedom too much, without an eye to why the restrictions are should be placed in the first place.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Of course she is.
We've met.
Oh,
Before her, horrendous tremendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence. I thought her adequate at her job.
She's got a sharp tongue.
She could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
I don't think I've seen any. She could be a Minnesotan with how great she is at being passive-aggressive. Look at this Vivienne. Wow.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Yes, I keep seeing her as like almost like, again, Tony Stark, Professor X. She's like this very protect my people by trying to blend in with the by trying to find them a place at the table here, by trying to find their role in society and not just destroying the table.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
The loyalists really couldn't stay neutral in that.
Yes?
Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about the Templars. Yeah,
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
this I'm really curious to
Having
hear.
opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarrans or men. I have
Hashtag
known
not all
some who are
Templars.
impossible to endure, and some who are utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val-Royal. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
Yeah, she's very much an establishment, a supporter of she's like a conservative, like progress but incrementally, like work within established structures and systems.
Yes?
Again, I cannot wait to get her in a party with Sera, who's like, oh look, established structures and systems. Let's throw bees at them. Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Did you become a courtier? Where are you from?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Montsimau while still an apprentice.
Okay. Any chance we might? I'm not going to do this. I want to because I mean, look at her. But at the same time, I'm gonna stick to the Sera line, and we'll see how that goes. And so I'm gonna have Alana be again kind of a what's the opposite of polyamorous? Monoamorous? I don't know.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Married to Duke? Is she married to him?
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine?
Of
I didn't think
course
so.
not, my dear.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
Oh, okay. And what does his wife think? I have a feeling that in Thedas, like, and then in Orlais, they don't really care about that. That's just part of the game, part of the lay of the land. No pun intended. Okay.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor trick.
Not her, though.
In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Okay.
Yes?
What else here? Tell me about
I'd like to
yourself.
know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Yeah, how'd you become a courtier?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort. to
Wait, we
rise
just...
there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien.
Yeah. Okay, so we asked that already. Okay,
Many doors.
okay. Actually, before moving on, let's pick up that, yeah, let's pick up this quest here. Or check in on, what Liliana found. Okay. We've received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered, "Of course." Quite disturbing. Jar of bees grenade recipe. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Hold on. I was sort of kidding about this. We actually... Hold on. Sera approved. Of course Sera approves. I just found a jar of bees as a weapon on her idea. I was hoping there'd be a codex entry like, I don't know, the history of the jar of bees is a long and fruitful one or something. No, this is just Sera fucking around. Let's see, let's, inventory. Recipes, here it is. This is going to be jar of bees grenade recipe. The swarm attacks the first enemy to enter it for massive damage over time. That sounds really cool. Oh my god, jar of bees. Bless you, Sera. So we have to take a stop by the apothecary before we leave. Alright, the other thing that I didn't get to check out last time was the Cult of Andraste. Let's see this. Before the fifth blight and the arrival of the hero of
Chancellor
Ferelden.
Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
That sounds
If I
unlikely.
offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Before the fifth blight and the arrival of the hero of Ferelden, Haven was occupied by cultists who worshipped the dragon when they believed to be Andraste reborn. That I remember well. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build this Temple of Sacred Ashes. There may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. So I get that that's for Liliana, but I'm actually comfortable sending Cullen on this. Not participating, so it can be either of these two. This is a task best left to few select agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous magic. I have just the ones in mind. This is the problem. I feel like I want to send Liliana on everything over Cullen. I just trust Liliana and Josephine like way more than I do Cullen, except for strict military force stuff. I'm leery of what we might find in these passages, but we have enough soldiers for a search. They will simply need to be careful. Yeah, like I don't trust that. Let's send Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
So there's a quest out here too. What quest is this? From Chiron.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Identify yourself.
Who are you, soldier?
Comisius Aclassi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Divinity mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge.
Okay.
If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
The Bulls Chargers. We welcome the help. We'll think about it, investigate.
What can your Bulls Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royale.
I like your look. You look awesome. Okay, so you're like a mercenary group. The Chargers, the Bulls Chargers. Tell me about your leader.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Kunari, the big guys with the horns.
Okay.
He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Interesting. So we might get a new agent here if we like do
Why
this
did your
quest.
commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
Iron Bull wants to work. Is this?
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
Yeah, they're really pulling this up. Is this like a party member? Maybe we'll see if. What I want to check is how this is categorized. Is this an inner circle quest? One of Lilion's agents reported a man calling himself Blackwall dressed up. We already saw that. Captain of the charges. Yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah, this guy's definitely a party member. And holy crap, is that his portrait? Because he looks awesome. There he is, like holding a skull in front of his head. Blackwall dressed in full Grey Warden. Is this another? Is Blackwall another? What do you call it? Another party member? We're just collecting inner circle members. This is super cool. Yeah. So the last thing I want to do here is check see if please let me be able to get the bees. Please let me be able to get the bees. Please let me be able to get. Okay, upgrade the potions. Grenade, anti-even fire, jar of bees. A target affected by the swarm has a 10% chance every second to become panicked. With me, it'd be a 100% chance. And some wasps. The swarm of bees splits off to attack the first enemy that comes near the original target. And both targets suffer the full effect of the swarm. And some wasps. Oh my god. This is all thanks to, all praise to Sera. So, alright. Sera. Fire, yeah, let's give you bees. Jar of bees. What do we need for jar of bees? Blood lotus. Have some bees. Yeah, you're holding them though. Okay, I think I'm about done here. I'm going to, next time, I'm going to call it for now. Next time, though, I'm going to return to clear up any of the war room stuff, and then head back to, where do we go from here? What's next for us? I think we're going to continue in, I know that there's more stuff all around here. Yeah, I think we're going to continue into, no, where's Haven? Okay. The hinterlands. Yeah, we're going to continue into the hinterlands, and just going to keep pushing on that area. I don't think I want to go. There's just so much stuff to do, but I want to. When in doubt, I'm going to continue in the same place I've been and keep trying to clear it up. So thank you for watching. And I will see you later. Bye bye.